So when I get my sense of security, I derive it solely from how much toilet paper there is available to me at any given time. So if there's like 20 rolls of toilet paper, then I feel super relaxed, chill. But if there's one, panic, anxiety. Dios mío. Yes, exactly.
Dios mío.
Oh my. So yeah, and it's really gotten so bad in the last 2 years that my mom was here for the birth of my first child, and she came into our house, and then she walked into our bathroom, and then she saw 6 rolls of toilet paper stacked on top of each other, and she walks out, she looks at me, and she's like, "You're rich." I'm like, "We have it good, we have it good, we're in Holland, yeah." You know, it must have been crazy for her when she went to a public bathroom and then she saw like the Terminator of toilet paper delivery. Like there were 5 or 6 rolls in a roll of toilet paper. And she was like, because you have to understand, I mean, you're European, so you wouldn't know what shortage is. So here in Holland, and I invite you to hashtag toiletpaperparadise. If you go to the toilet, you're like...
Keep going, keep going.
You know, it's like a toilet paper party. And, yeah, we're not so lucky in Venezuela. Because we're in deep shit, like up to here. I was pregnant, and I had a baby recently. And I realized that, one of the comedians say, like, poop and being able to handle poop, that is very important skill if you want a man to marry, you know. But it's very important to know in what kind of relationship you are. So if you're in a relationship where you can freely fart in front of each other, then you're in some kind of serious waters. And, you know, whenever I wanted to know how deep I was in a relationship, I would just, like, let my thighs slide into the sofa, you know, and watched for a reaction. The guy broke up with me the next day. Then my husband, who's just somewhere in the crowd, I went to the toilet and I did number 2 and I started a conversation to see how he would react. I was like, "Were you born in a barn?" And kept talking to me, you know, yeah, this and that and that. And then I thought to myself, he's the one.
It's true.
You know, having a baby is the most embarrassing thing that can happen. And you need a guy who can handle poop because you're going to poop if you're going to have a baby. There's like the first 9 months of pregnancy and then you're like, you have to go to the doctor, you have to go to verloskundige, I don't know, doulas, they're called in English. Whatever, all these appointments and dates and things and pregnancy yoga. By the way, I am a yoga instructor, but I won't tell any jokes about it. And then my husband went to one yoga class, and everybody was like, "He's a keeper. He's so good. He's great. He went with you, really?" And I was like, "Wait a minute. I've been to entire doctor's appointments. I've been to all the yoga classes. I did the whole thing, you know? I'm the one who looks like a planet. And I'm not trying to fat shame here, but he looks like a planet too." I love you, baby.
You look like a planet.
I will be forever yours. Yeah, and then there's actually delivery. Like, you actually get this persdrang. You get this, you want to push, you know? You have to push. And you think, and how is that going to feel? Because it's your first time. You don't know how that's going to be like. And then they're like, so you're going to feel like you want to poop. And then you're like, but I kind of feel like pooping now. And then you poop in front of everybody. So it's really embarrassing, you know. It's like the most embarrassing thing. And then somebody is like, we see the head, we see the head. And whoosh, your baby shoots out like a dart. Whoops, there goes another fart. And the nurses, before this, the nurses were telling you, hey, walk around, walk, you know, then the baby comes down easier, you know, and just walk. And listen, lady, the only place I want to walk to is to the past, when I was still a virgin. And those contractions, it's like, one hip is in California, the other hip is in Hong Kong. And you're like, ah, ah. You pretty much turn into Linda Blair from The Exorcist. You're like... And then your vagina turns into this like museum where everybody has something to look at. And they're like, doctors, nurses, anesthesiologists, even medical students are like, so, your birth canals is looking really good. And I'm like, don't talk to me, I'm not your friends. I'm trying to give birth here. And of course, then your baby is there and you're like, wow, great. And then you still have to expel the placenta. It's very awkward. That's like super awkward, you know, because you told the doctor that you want to save it to grill it and later eat it. The summer barbecue, it's very good for the health of you and the baby. But anyway, but you're so caught up in the thing that you had a baby that you forget your placenta, and 3 days later you're like, oh, my placenta. But you wrote a birth plan, so you asked them to please save the placenta. So you call up the hospital and you're like, hey, do you still have my placenta? And they're like, yeah, we still have your placenta. Can I come pick it up? Yeah, sure, come pick it up. But it was 38 degrees outside. So it got pretty stinky.
Was it yours?
So then I decided, no, I'm not going to grill this. I'm not going to eat it.
No, I work with
Bar. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to bury it. And I'm going to plant a tree so then the tree can grow with my child. And that would be her safe spot. Only to find out a wild dog dug it out and ate it! True story. Very, very true. Very, very bad luck. For the dog, you know, because I don't eat healthy. Last time I was in Venezuela, I had a MDE, like a massive diarrhea explosion. And then I was at the toilet and I reached for the toilet roll and it was empty. Like my worst nightmare. Like that is what nightmares are made of, you know? Huge diarrhea, no toilet paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And then, oh boy, I'm going to have to sacrifice my sock. Oh. But then I thought about it. Maybe I sacrifice my underwear because it has more surface area. Then I can actually clean it, squishy clean. But it's the tropics, so I was wearing flip-flops. And that day I decided to go commando. So
No.
Not the best day of my life. So I had to open up to the person next to me in the next bathroom. I was in Venezuela, I remember. Hey, do you have some toilet paper? And the person was like, I only have 1 square. So then I lost all shame and all decency, and I said, could I please have your underwear? Thank you all very much. My name is Aliana. #toiletpaperparadise.